we are failing to provide our youth these days is that stability and that clarity and that leadership. And parents need to get back to that. And certainly Christian parents should be already, but many of times they're not either.
I had, long time ago, I saw a youth pastor get up once, and he was a pastor to the black community. And he said, if you think kids don't want rules or regulations, you don't really understand kids. Because I'll tell you, I work in a community where there's not a lot of fathers. And what kids do is they leave the house, they go join a gang. And what does the gang give them? The gang gives them structure. The gang says, this is what you're going to wear. This is what you're going to say. This is what you're going to do. The gang puts all sorts of rules on them. This is the community you're going to have. They don't want to just be free spirits and just go and do whatever they want whenever they want. No, they want some structure. They want some purpose.
Yep.
And if the parent isn't going to give it to them, somebody else will. In fact, I have a friend that, an older lady, she works at Starbucks, not for the money, but for the ministry. And during her break, she'll go in the back room and talk to some of the girls there that are trying to transition to becoming boys. And you know what they do? They sit on their iPhone and they watch TikTok video after TikTok video to affirm them in what they're doing. They have to be affirmed that trying to transition from a girl to a boy is the good and right thing to do, because in their hearts, they know this is crazy.
Yeah.
But yet they think they're going to somehow find happiness and peace by doing it. So they have to watch all these videos. They need a track to run on, and somebody needs to give it to them. And they get their approval from the phone, from these videos. Everybody's looking for a track to run on. In fact, let me mention one other thing. Tim Keller made this point years ago. I think it's a brilliant point. He said, people are just out there following their hearts. They think they're free to follow their hearts. And he goes, you're not really following your heart. You know what you're doing? You're following your culture. And he said, I'll give you an illustration of this. Suppose, 1,000 years ago, there was some Viking in a far off land that had two conflicting thoughts on his heart. One was same-sex attraction, and another was, I need to crush people to get ahead. What's he going to do in his culture? He's going to suppress the same-sex attraction because that's frowned upon, and he's going to crush people because that's what Vikings are supposed to do, right? Now, put that same guy in modern-day Manhattan. He's got those two conflicting desires on his heart. One, he's same-sex attraction. The second is he wants to crush people. Which one is he going to suppress? He's going to suppress the idea that he wants to crush people because that's toxic masculinity. You can't do that. That's wrong. The culture's saying, no, no, no. And he's going to elevate same-sex attraction because that's what's going to get him applause. That's what the culture is going to approve. So who's he really following? What he's really following is his culture.
Yeah.
What the culture will approve, he'll do. Because we all have conflicting desires. We all have conflicting hearts. Which heart are we going to follow? We're going to follow the heart that we're going to get the most applause for following.